think there's any added meaning to this game based on last season?
Absolutely. I mean, they knocked us, out of the Sweet 16. I know the returners were disappointed with that game, and this is always a rivalry, though. Both teams, have competed so well against each other, and I don't think that is going to harm the rivalry at all. I think that both teams are going to be excited to play each other either way, and it's going to be a great game. And I know the atmosphere up there, they're going to be bringing in 3,000 to 4,000 people, so it's going to be an exciting event.
Coaches, obviously, they've been a pretty good program for a while, and as you started to kind of build things here, did you mirror at all what they were doing, or did you take a look at how they were doing things?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I 100% respect about Penn State. Their staff has changed over, now that Eric has got there. It's been a little bit more consistent, but, when Farmer was there, he did a great job. And, obviously, why can't I think of her name? She's also done a great job there, and then she went to Wisconsin. But absolutely, I mean, I think there's things that Penn State has done extremely well. We do things the West Virginia way, but it's always important for me to learn and see what top-notch programs are doing. So yeah, I mean, we're the best thieves out there. So if I could steal something from Penn State, I'm most certainly going to do it in a sneaky manner.
Third season, your team is opening its season against a top 5 opponent. How do you prepare a team for a challenge right out of the gate?
Yeah, it's I think the staff and the seniors have done a great job. We understand having a respectful opponent like Penn State so early, or obviously a national powerhouse like Penn State so early, that one little mistake they'll punish you. So we've really tried to take care of those little things and the nitty gritty, and just make sure that those mental errors aren't happening so early.
Wow, did you learn anything out at Wake Forest with this team, and is there any mental mistakes that need to be corrected from that game on Saturday that you might apply?
Absolutely. I mean, Wake Forest was, another NCAA team, ACC team that, did some really good things against us. They had, great 6 players. Their front 6 were extremely dangerous, and we hadn't seen that an opponent do that. So that was really important for us to see, where we are in our defensive shape, but also where we can get out and transition in our attacking shape. So that Wake Forest was huge, and getting on the road, and we talked a lot about assimilating what it's like to be on the road, what it's like to be in a hotel room, and then getting after a game on Friday night, was important for us to play Wake.
How much of a gauge can this first game be, in the sense whether you win or lose? I mean, either way, could you say, if you go up there and win 2-0, well, we're on our way, or if we lose 2-0, well, this is what we need to work on. How fair is of a gauge can this?
It just
game
depends
be?
how much. What do we win by, and what do we lose by? And it's not the points. It's just can you, the question beforehand. What did you learn at Wake? Well, I know we can fix those mistakes. What do we learn at Penn State? If we lose, can we fix those mistakes, or do we have to really kind of revamp ourselves?
Right.
If we win, we sure did get a lot of confidence, because we just did something pretty important, because we beat the 4th best team in the country. But how did we beat them?
Right.
Because the game is about luck. The game is about different components. So we're just hoping that everything's fixable and enhanceable, and we can move forward with it.
Last year, losing Amon Dean kind of late in the season there, did that kind of help develop the back line as it is now? Having some experience together as a unit, coming into this season?
Absolutely. I mean, I think emotionally it was a tough blow for us to lose a senior All-American, but also a captain like she was, and what a great personality on the team. So the emotional piece was important. But yeah, absolutely, that now we gotta kind of rise to that occasion and step into that position, and make sure that whoever's stepping in that position is the best in that position. So I think the back line knows that they got to step up and be great leaders, especially when you lose senior leadership.